All right. Hello, welcome to lesson 1 for 3rd grade math. And before I start, I just wanted to quickly talk about how you can pause this video at any time. And that will allow you, so like say I ask you, hey, you need to have a whiteboard, you need to have a marker, an eraser. That way you can pause the video, go get that stuff, and you can come back. Or maybe there's a part of the lesson that you didn't quite understand, so you wanted to re-watch the video. And that will give you the ability, if you pause it, and you can rewind it and watch it again. So here is our objective for today. It is we will be able to understand equal groups, okay, as multiplication. So equal groups as multiplication. All right. And I want us to put our pretend caps on here. We're going to pretend that we're in our classroom, and I ask 10 students to come to the front of the classroom, and I say, okay, 10 kids come up to the front of the classroom, and I want to know how many arms each kid has. How many arms? So think about it. How many arms does each kid have? You probably guessed, right? 2. We each have 2 arms. So now I want to skip count by 2 because they each have 2 arms to see what our total number of arms are all together. Okay? So let's skip count by 2. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So how many arms do we have all together? 20 arms, right? But now here's a question. How many times did I skip count? How many times did I skip count? Well, let's see here. Let's see how many times I skip counted. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I skip counted by 2 10 times, which is so cool, right? But that's really long. This is a repeated addition sentence. If I was to do a repeated addition sentence, it would be this long to solve this problem. That's a really long time to solve this problem, right? Okay, so now I have another question for you. Give me a thumbs up if we have the correct number of 2's. Do we have the correct number of 2's? Do we have too many? Do we have too less? Do we have not enough? Do we need more 2's? Yeah, no, we have plenty, right? We have the exact amount of 2's for each person, right? All right, so we have 10, because there's 10 people, and each person has 2 arms. So we have 10 2's. And this is called unit form. So when they write out the number 10 and then write out the word 2's, they call that unit form. So we have 10 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 groups of 2, and that equals 20. All right, so now we are going to try this on our own, okay? So now we have, what I want you to do now is I want you to pause the video. I want to make sure you have a whiteboard, you have a marker, and you have an eraser. It doesn't have to be a big eraser like this. It can be like a tissue. I think my kiddos, I gave you guys little erasers in your baggies. So pause the video, get those things, and then come back. All right, so we're gonna start with, let's pretend that we have 12 counters, okay? I'm gonna do 12 dots, like big circle dots like this, okay? So I have 12 of these. You don't have to draw this. Let's just watch for now. I'm gonna draw 12 of these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I need to split these 12 dots into 2 groups. 1, 2. So pay close attention because I'm going to have you guys try this on your own next. So I need to split them into 2 groups. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go, okay, I think my strategy should be that I will put one of these dots in each group until I have no more. So I'm going to go, okay, 1, erase, 2, erase, 3, erase, 4, erase, 5, erase, 6, erase, 7, erase, 8, 9, 10, 11, whew, I'm getting tired, 12. Okay, so I got all my dots in my circles. Now, what did I do? I created equal groups, right? 2 equal groups of what? But what did I do? 2 equal groups of, what are the 2 equal groups of? How many are in each group? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 2 equal groups of 6. Very good. Okay. Now I want you guys to try. Now I still have 12 markers or 12 dots. Okay. So I have 12 dots, but I have 3 groups now. So if you want, you can draw 12 dots up here first and then put them in and erase them one at a time. Or you don't have to draw them up here and you can just go 1, 2, 3 and keep going, 4, 5, 6 until you get to 12. So 2 ways that you can do it. Do which way works best for you. You can pause the video once you've got all of your dots in your circles. You can unpause. So we have 3 groups of what? What did you guys get? 3 groups of what? How many dots did you get in each group? Well, let's see. I'm going to erase this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many are in each group? 4. We have 4 in each group. So we have 3 groups of 4. Or you know what else? We can write it like this. 3 4s. Do you remember seeing that? I did. We just saw that on this one. And I called it something. What did I call it? I called it unit form. Okay. So this is the unit form. That's a smaller way. Instead of writing out 3 groups of 4, I can put it in unit form and just put 3 4s. So I have 3 groups of 4. Great job. Okay, we're going to do another one here. Okay, let's see. Now, I want you to do a repeated, I want you to do, we're going to do 12 counters again, but we're going to do 6 groups of 2. 6 groups of 2, or 6 2s, right? But I want you to do a repeated addition sentence for that. So if I had 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I have 6 groups. Now I want you guys to watch this. You don't have to do this right now. I have 6 groups, and I'm going to put 2 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I need to do a repeated addition sentence for this. So remember, that's a really long one. That was back here. Remember we did a repeated addition sentence for the arms? Whew, Okay, here we go. I'm going to put lines so I can keep them all in order. All right, here we go. Here's my repeated addition sentence. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Oh my goodness, that took me forever to do that. But it's another way to solve this problem, right? Is to do a repeated addition sentence. So if you were to try to find 6 groups of 2, you could do a repeated addition sentence to find that out. But there's another way that you can do it. There's an even easier way to show this. And I wonder what that is. That easier way, and I'm going to erase the bottom here, is to do a multiplication sentence. So how many groups do we have? 6 times, make sure you guys can see that, 6 times, and I had 2 in each group, equals, how can we solve that? Well, we can use our picture that we had down here. I'm going to skip count by 2s. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 times 2 equals 12. If we weren't sure, and when we were skip counting what the total was, we could have counted up our picture and all the dots to figure out what our total was. All right, good job on that one. I'm going to give you guys one now. I want you to try this one on your own. All right, so the first one I want you to try on your own is this one. So I'm going to draw a picture. There's one group. 2 groups. And I think I'm going to circle the groups for you, just so it's easier. Okay, so now you guys need to fill in the blanks here. Blank groups of blank equals blank. So I want you to pause the video and write this down. Blank groups of blank equals blank. And then the next one you're going to write is blank 4s equals blank. Pause the video and write that one. And then the third one here is blank plus blank plus blank equals blank. So pause the video and do that one. And then your last one is blank times blank equals blank. And pause the video and do that one. All right, so I want you to try and solve this problem here. So blank groups, how many groups do you have? Blank groups of how many are in each group? So these are the groups. So the number of groups. And this is how many number in each group. So how many are in each group? So count up the groups. How many did you get? And how many are in each group? And then what is your total? How many all together? So this one is all together, your total. We also call it a product. So pause the video and fill this one out. See if you get it right. So you should have put, we have 1, 2, 3 groups of, there's 4 in each group. And now I'm going to count them up. But you know what? I'm going to skip count because I'm learning multiplication this year. So here we go. 4, skip count with me. 4, 8, 12. So I know my total, my product is 12. That's what so if I'm not sure if I skip counted correctly, I can just add them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So now I want you to fill in this one down here. Let's fill in this one down here. I'm just going to erase that right there so it doesn't get confusing. Pause the video and try it out. How many 4s do you have? What's your total? So you should have put, I have 3 4s. So you have 3 groups with 4 in each group. And my total, or my product, is 12. Now we're going to do our repeated addition sentence for this picture. Pause the video and do your repeated addition sentence and then see if you got it right. Okay, so here it is. The repeated addition sentence that you should have gotten is 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. So we had 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in each group. Remember, that's a really long way to solve this problem, right? An easier way is doing our multiplication sentence. So pause the video and see if you know what the multiplication sentence is for this problem. You should have gotten 3 times 4 equals 12. So 3 groups, the number of groups, times 4, number in each group, equals 12, the total or the product. Yay! Okay, one more, not one, well, 2 more. All right, let me, oh, my eraser, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna give you another one. Practice, practice, right? Okay, this time I'm gonna use stars. You don't have to draw the pictures if you don't want to, but if you want to, that's fine. There's one group. I'm not gonna count the groups this time. I'm gonna have you guys do that on your own. Okay, here we go. So blank, I want you to pause the video after we write this, or after I write this. Blank groups of blank equals blank. Pause the video, write that down, fill it in. See if you can find the answers to those blanks. The next one is blank 5s equals blank. Pause the video, write that down, fill it in. The third one is blank plus blank plus blank equals blank. Fill it in, see if you got it right. Pause the video. And blank times blank equals blank. Write that down, fill them all out. All right, let's see if you got these right. So how many groups do we have? Well, all I have to do is count them, right? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 groups. So this is, remember, this is the number of groups. This is the number in each group. So how many are in this one group? Oh, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this group. So I have 3 groups of 5. Now I need to find my total, right? My total or my product. So, but I know that I practiced skip counting last week. So I'm gonna skip count by 5s. You ready? 5, 10, 15. So my total is 15. If you got this right, give yourselves 2 claps and a snap. And so let's go to the next one. I'm just gonna erase that so it's out of the way. And that one right here, oops, sorry. Okay, so the next one is, you should have put 3 5s. So I have 3 groups of 5, which equals 15. And for my repeated addition sentence, I should have put 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. If you put 3 here, and so you know that 3, 6, 9, that's 9, right? You know that you got it wrong, right? Because the total isn't the same. So you can just change it, that's okay, right? We'll just put 5s here. Now, for your multiplication sentence, you should have put 3 times 5 equals 15. All right, last one to practice. Here's our last one. Okay, you are going to draw. This time you get to draw. Draw 4 times 2 equals 8. So you're going to draw a picture that shows 4 times 2 equals 8. So here's a hint. This is, remember what this one is? Number of groups. So you're going to have 4 groups. And then this one is number in each group. So maybe there's stars, maybe there's circles, maybe there's squares. And then you should have a total of 8. Pause the video and draw your picture. Okay, so I'm going to draw my picture. I have 4 groups. I'm going to do 4 circles first. 1, 2, ooh, I made my circles too big. Let me make those smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to make these really easy. I'm just going to do little dots. One, not like this, right? You can barely see that. I want to make sure I do a pretty good sized dot. And I'm going to do, oh, I did too many dots because it wanted how many in each group? It wanted 2. That's all right. That's what erasers are for. So I need to put 2 dots. So you should have, whatever shape you used, you should have 2 objects in each of your groups. Now I'm going to skip count to make sure that I got that total of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Got it right. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now you're going to go to your independent work. You're going to get your Eureka math book out. You're going to do page 5, all of them. And you are also going to do page 6. Okay, even number 4 down here. I want you guys to do the word problems too. If you need help with reading the word problems, ask an adult at home or maybe a big brother or big sister to help you read those if you're having trouble reading it, okay? This is everything we just did. So you guys are already on track and you know how to do it. All right, have fun and remember to set a timer. So you should give yourself about 20 to 30 minutes to do this. If you're going over 30 minutes, you can stop where you're at as long as you are working hard, okay? Good luck.